So we will discuss about WIEN2K installation. So previously I showed you the WIEN2K version 7, but now the latest one, it is not actually the latest one, but 2017 version 17 and above are modified installation procedure. So WIEN2K is basically used for this solid state material in with the unit cell. So we can simulate only unit cell atoms because this shows that WIEN2K is basically number of atoms dependent simulation software. So let's try to follow these installation steps and let me check. So here I will give this tar minus VF or XVF, whatever you want to do, it does not matter. Tar minus XVF. Okay. Now we will use the second command, that gunzip and star dot gz. Okay. So the initial commands like WIEN2K17, you need to create a directory, then open terminal. ls means the list, whatever files or folder are lying in the directory, and then you can make a WIEN2K directory, and again you need to copy the WIEN2K tar file to that directory, and then you can tar and untar, and then gunzip. So let's try to, after gunzip we will use this chmod plus x expand. Okay, so this one, and after that expand and enter. So I will select yes and it will start. Okay, now we will give this site here on the in the terminal. It also shows you the same thing, site config, where the same is written in the presentation. So this, press enter, C for continue, and then here you see that LI is for Linux Intel iFort compiler, LS is Linux plus Slurm batch system, but the last one is LG, which is Linux G Fortran compiler. So we will type LG and then enter. Okay. So here you can see, press enter to continue, and compiler. So you need to write here, the tab button does not work, so you need to write the G Fortran compiler CC and then enter to continue. Hit enter to continue, and here you can see that okay, let me little bit modify this Linux environment screen so that you can easily see all the things clearly. Okay, so here, so here it is written, would you like to this one, would you like libx? So I will enter y, yes. Okay, the second one, do you want to automatically search for this? No. And then So we will here we will type /opt/lib libxc/ and enter. So press enter to continue. And after that, so if we move a little up, then we can see what it is asking for. So specify compiler and linkage. So here we will enter S. Okay. So here you can see when we give the libx, so here it take up these things. Okay. So it is. We don't need to change the. We will just save and quit. So it start installation. Press enter to continue. So shared memory. So here I show cluster shared memory. So this is the command here. Cluster shared memory. So we will press yes, Y enter, and then mm, we will just enter. So this big cases. So here for the big cases. So for the big cases we will enter type N and then quit. Okay. So this is Q. And here we will compile, we will enter or type a capital or small does not matter. You can do that. Okay, so enter, and now it start compilation. So here you will see that now it is installing. So this installation for Win2K 17 and above version, you don't need to run the executable .tar file, because it will in the older version that executable .tar file was mandatory after the simply tar file compilation, but in the new versions that is skipped. So here you will see that how it is working. It is taking a little bit time, but anyhow, we need to complete this installation so that you can see that how this Win2K, when you enter W2 web, so how the screen appears. So in Win2K, you can only simulate you can only simulate solid state material, and the other thing, important thing is that you can simulate only the unit cell atoms. And that we know that in the unit cells, there are limited number of atoms. So that is why these kind of softwares are called number of atoms dependent simulation software. So it is almost going to compile all the necessary files, and after that we will just mention the step which it is asking during the compilation. So this software installation you can learn when you install. So you can delete the whole directory, but keeping the tar file, the executable file, sorry, the tar file of the simulation software in another directory, so that if you install the Wien2K directory and you retry to fully understand the installation procedure, so that you cannot forget for the rest of your research duration. So when you again and again practice and these such kind of things by installing and uninstalling. So in Linux, uninstall means that you can delete it in the directory, okay, and you can try again, reinstall it so that you can remember what to do, and try also. So the older version, the new version, because Linux and this kind of interactive terminal environment, you can learn things by practicing again and again, which will clarify your understanding. It is just like a mathematics. If you are solving a problem again and again, then you follow the steps and you understand why the next step is how to solve the next step of any kind of problem. So I think this video will be a bit longer, but anyhow, to learn and understand things stepwise, it is recommended to show you all the things what is going on in on the screen when you type certain commands. Okay, I'm terminating this video because the video is going to be longer and longer. So I will show you this in another video. Okay, take care.